no worries blossom. I got my jeans torn and my rock and roll music on. Just like the beat you had, I groove to the drums and shake my head till it hurts too bad. I chill with the thrill that someday we will dine on the same board. Or do I cream the dream wrong, since I don't have you along? No worries blossom. I got my jeans torn and my rock and roll music on. No worries blossom. 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 I am jumping off these burning rings once in a while, in this circus of life where I perform and I together smile. Look how I cherished, look how I grew, and how I stitched myself into somebody new. That somebody you never knew. No worries blossom. I got my jeans torn and my rock and roll music on. No worries blossom. I got my jeans torn and my rock and roll music on. She wants to hold me tight, but she is worried if nothing goes right. Oh, she wants to keep me close, but she is worried if the time bomb explodes. We always smile on the sofa of romance, with the time bomb beneath our souls. Oh babe, life is such a mystery. I am a lone wolf, I cannot stay for to see what future holds. Nothing goes right. I cannot hold you tight, I cannot keep you close, though I love you more than myself. Fate has its own way to behave. Oh, babe. Oh, babe. Ever wondered how moments get lost? Believe me, I have searched in the deepest gorge. Where could joy lie? Is it deep beneath the bucket list, or to share the unshared cry? Where does it ache, your heart or your ego, when love you dreamt sets its time to go? How does it feel being accused of feeling something real? Seeing same old picture, reminiscing how promises kept everything alive in the rains. Nothing you could do when 1 + 1 no more equals 2. Ever wondered I have searched in the deepest gorge. Today I am left with little pieces, counting stars, gazing at emotional wars running inside me, quietly bleeding, steadily waiting for them to vanish. With a little left memoria and a heart full of faded euphoria, veiling my grief with borrowed hopes, I am left with little pieces dragging me to desolate slopes. I walk where the silence deepens, where every shadow softly weakens. The dreams I once held close to me now float like ghosts across the sea. I tried to smile through broken seasons, tried to give my pain new reasons, but every night the truth repeats. I am still made of missing pieces. I am starting to overleap, or is it the future standing steep? I convince myself I can soar with the bright side. Still I lack the courage to define what eats me from inside. Maybe it is fear with a familiar face, maybe it is love I could not replace, maybe it is time I failed to keep, or promises buried far too deep. I speak to hope like it is near, but hope applies in shades of fear. I chase the dawn, I curse the night, still lose myself between wrong and right. These little pieces cut like glass, memories rising from the past. Every laugh I left behind still echoes loudly in my mind. I keep on walking, slow and hollow, with dreams too heavy to let me follow. And every road that softly opens leads me back to words unspoken. Today I am left with little pieces, counting scars instead of stars, gazing at these emotional wars running inside me, still undefeated, waiting for the pain to be deleted. With a little left memoria and a soul lost in old hysteria, veiling my grief with fragile hopes, I am left with little pieces dragging me to desolate slopes. But somewhere beneath this broken skin A tired flame still burns within. Maybe one day I'll rise complete from every piece beneath my feet. Different page every day ends with an emptiness. Though I try somehow, more or less. Fate is busy with debate, love is busy with hate, and I am quite busy diluting in a rational state. I turn the page, but the ink still bleeds, writing wounds between the lines I read. Every paragraph feels misplaced, like truth got tired and left no trace. I keep my calm in a cracked disguise, wearing silence over tired eyes, smiling soft when the mirror knows I can break in where nobody goes. Different page, same old feeling, same dark ceiling, same slow healing. I ask the night for one clean reason, but pain keeps changing with the season. Hope comes dressed like a clever lie, waves at me then passes by. I chase it down through crowded streets, but lose myself in my own heartbeat. Fate still argues with my name, love still plays its crooked game, and I keep mixing grief with grace just to dilute this restless state. Maybe I'm too deep in thought, fighting wars I never bought. Maybe I made a home in doubt, and now I cannot find the exit out. Still I breathe through the heavy weather, stitching broken days together. One small piece, one fragile line, trying to make this ruin mine. Tell me the coordinates of your heart, and I'll draw the geometry, a fine line to define what's been flowing through my mind. Dear, with all those hormones and these thoughts of you, I am lost inside this mystery. I hope you understand the crunches of my heart, dying quietly for this chemistry. I tried to solve you like an equation, but love has no simple explanation. Every angle bends toward your name, every theorem ends the same. You are the axis I revolve around, the only point where peace is found. And I am just a wandering line, trying to meet your curve with mine. Tell me the radius of your pain, I will circle it again and again. Not to trap you, not to claim, but to understand your hidden flame. My heart keeps plotting silent grabs of stolen looks and nervous laughs, and every slope that I pursue somehow rises back to you. Dear, with all the science in my chest and these emotions never at rest, I am caught in strange symmetry, half logic, half chemistry. Your smile reacts, my senses burn like molecules that never learn, and every thought I try to free returns again to you and me. I measure distance, time, and space, but never learn to map your face. Every feature, every sign feels like a formula divine. Your eyes are stars in scattered skies, pulling truth from all my lies, and I, a planet out of place, keep falling into your embrace. If love is physics, I am motion, dragged by waves of deep emotion. If love is math, then you are proof that all my doubts were far from true. I wrote your name in variables, hid my fear in decimals, but every answer I derive only proves you keep me alive. Yeah, my logic fails when you appear, my confidence dissolves in fear, my heartbeat skips its discipline. like chaos slowly entering. I call it science, call it art, but it is pressure on my heart, a silent force I cannot see, yet it keeps bending all of me. Maybe you are the missing theorem, the one my soul was built to reason. Maybe I am just a line waiting for your point in time. Maybe this is not coincidence, but some strange kind of evidence that even broken souls can meet, where pain and beauty intersect. Tell me the coordinates of your heart. I will not tear your world apart. I will only draw a road where all my hidden feelings flow. I will place my hope on X, my fear on Y, then trace the curve between hello and goodbye. And somewhere in that fragile plane, where pleasure softly meets the pain, I might discover quietly the shape of you inside of me. Yeah, with all those hormones and these thoughts for you, I am still lost in this mystery. I hope you understand the crunches from my heart dying inside for this chemistry. Because every atom feels your name, every silence sparks a flame, every breath I try to take turns into another ache. And if this love is laboratory, let my scars become the story, let my tears become the rain, washing formulas from pain. I do not need a perfect answer, I do not need a final chapter, just one sign, one honest clue that I am not alone in you. So tell me, dear, where should I start? What are the coordinates of your heart? I will draw one line, clean and true, from all my chaos straight to you. Perhaps just a fantasy to have you next to me. Perhaps just a dream to see us as a pair. Perhaps just a fantasy to have you next to me. Your smile to define why I am here. Perhaps just a dream to see us as a pair, two shadows in one frame, breathing the same air. Yeah, worthless, but nevertheless, what my emotions drove me through. Close enough, but still far to experience something new. Doubting my doubts, I am rewriting emotions I never knew. Keys have changed, doors are locked now, since the day he came and you moved on with a different vow. I stood outside where our story used to breathe, holding broken reasons I was never meant to keep. Your laughter still echoes in the hallway of my chest, like a song half written, like a heart denied a rest. Perhaps just a fantasy, perhaps just a dream, perhaps I was drowning in what could never be. You were close like a prayer, far like the moon, a beautiful silence that left too soon. I kept chasing your shadow while you changed your view, and I kept rewriting feelings you never knew. Perhaps just a fantasy, perhaps just a lie, perhaps I was a moment you were meant to pass by. I tried to call it timing, tried to call it fate, but every explanation arrived a little late. You smiled like a sunrise, then vanished like rain, left warmth on my fingers and thunder in my veins. I was close to confession, close to the truth, close to the version I imagined with you. But close is not enough when the distance is grown, And love feels crowded when you stand alone. I saw you choosing a road away from mine, while I kept searching for some hidden sign. Maybe I was reading between lines never written. Maybe I was healing from wounds, self-giving. Still I wrote your name where the rain could not erase. Still I kept your memory in a forbidden place. And now these doors do not open like before. Your footsteps faded from my hopeful floor. The keys have changed, the locks are new, and I am just a stranger to the world I built for you. Perhaps just a fantasy, perhaps just a dream. Perhaps I was drowning in what could never be. You were close like a prayer, far like the moon, a beautiful silence that left too soon. I kept chasing your shadow while you changed your view, and I kept rewriting feelings you never knew. Perhaps just a fantasy, perhaps just a lie. Perhaps I was a moment you were meant to pass by. Since the day came, you wore another sky, and I learned how softly a living hope can die. I watched from the corner of a fading scene where you became real and I became a dream. I was not angry, just broken in disguise, smiling at the world with storms behind my eyes. I had no right to hold you, no claim upon your name, but tell that to a heart that never learned the game. I was building castles from whispers and signs, drawing forever from temporary lines. You moved with certainty, I moved with doubt. You found a doorway I could not get out. Now I sit with memories I cannot even blame, because love without permission still burns like a flame. Maybe I love the version I made inside my mind. Maybe I was searching for what I could not find. Maybe you were never meant to turn around. Maybe I was music you heard without a sound. But every little maybe still cuts me clean, like a hidden blade inside a beautiful dream. I am doubting my doubts, questioning my pain, trying to lose you, then finding you again. Perhaps just a fantasy, perhaps just a dream. Perhaps I was drowning in what could never be. You were close like a prayer, far like the moon, a beautiful silence that left too soon. I kept chasing your shadow while you changed your view, and I kept rewriting feelings you never knew. Perhaps just a fantasy, perhaps just a lie. Perhaps I was a moment you were meant to pass by. But nevertheless, I will carry what was true, even if the ending never carried me to you. Keys have changed, doors are locked now, and I am learning slowly to live somehow. Perhaps just a fantasy, perhaps just a dream. But for one quiet moment, you were everything to me.